Oh, yeah. I just got to the study room. Yes. And it's 2:04. Yeah. Got here a little earlier than I thought. But I did get out to the Housing Resource Center and applied for rental assistance. Yeah. In fact, I better put this in a video so I remember because I crumpled it up in a piece and I know I got it here someplace. Oh, maybe someone in law enforcement can help me remember that I have an appointment for rental assistance on Thursday, October 25th of 2018 at 2 o'clock. Now you do realize that I'm suing you. You realize that. You realize that when I had to put my signature on a form for rental assistance, that the police and sheriff's departments are going to personally be liable. You realize that. October 25th, at 2 p.m. Yes. I need to be out there so that I can go through the application process to get rental assistance to rent a room. Does the sheriff understand the liability of me having to have to apply for rental assistance from a charity? Yes. When I sent you an email that my rights are being violated. Now, it was really stupid what you did today. Do you understand? You have got to be the stupidest police department. Now, what really happened was, yes, is I had to stay in the homeless shelter. Ouch. And I told you I didn't want to stay there. But you wouldn't enforce the actual requirements of the law. Now, I sent you 2 million emails. Yeah. I made 10,000 videos. And you decided that you would refuse to enforce the actual laws of the United States. Now, the emergency, yes, couch, yeah, has now become the emergency room. Oh, I'm going to make sure that that woman gets paid. Now, she might not know about my personal business, but I got this feeling that when I get done suing every police officer, it'll be a lot more than $400 a month. But since you obligated me to have to do this because of your refusal to enforce the actual requirements of the law, I made sure that she's getting paid. Now, I have an agreement that I will do 7 hours of physical labor every week in exchange for a bed to sleep on until, of course, you as law enforcement decide that you're going to enforce the laws of the United States. I don't have to sleep at the homeless shelter tonight. I had to sleep there the last 2 nights so as to document that I am homeless. I do not have any money to pay for any expenses because you decided you would not enforce my victims' rights and you would not enforce my victims' resources. Now, I mentioned these victims' resources, but the sheriffs and the police departments absolutely refuse to acknowledge that I have any rights as a citizen of the United States. You're getting sued for that signature. Pooch! And you'll get sued for every document that I'm obligated to sign so as to be able to survive until somebody in the United States of America decides they're going to enforce the laws. Now, this morning I was talking to you about obstruction of justice, and I'm going to talk to you about that some more. Ooch. But I made sure that before I even asked to be able to do some work in exchange for a bed to sleep on, that that woman would get paid. She doesn't know who I am. I haven't involved her. I haven't involved her in anything that I'm doing. Now, why don't we start off again? Okay. Since I know where I'm sleeping for the next week. Yes. Do you remember this arrest that took place on January 4th of 2016? Yes. Quite possibly Judge Porter remembers it when I was arraigned. Yes. Why don't we start going through all the court documents? That signature is going to cost you a fucking lot of money. Do you understand? Filling out that application is going to cost this county, this state, and every state of the United States an immense amount of money for the knowledge that they have, yes, about the rights of American citizens being violated. Now, the 4th of January of 2016, do you remember Officer Balderson when you arrested me at the Salvation Army? Yes. I was having breakfast. And a very good friend of mine, still a good friend, right, was kind of surprised that I got arrested that morning. Yes. Now, I was arraigned on the 5th day of January, yes, of 2016. Judge Porter, do you remember? Well, let's just look at it. The 2-count criminal complaint, does it say anything about emails? Does it say anything about what happened on the 400 block of Squim Avenue? All it says was a violating of a statute. Oh, the no contact protection order violation. Yes. It says I'm homeless. Ooch. Port Angeles, Washington is the city. Yes. State of Washington, zip code 98362. Does anybody know what happened on December 31st of 2015? Because I wasn't in that city. Oh, I had slept at the Serenity House on December 30th. I took a bus that morning, but you decided to arrest me for the allegation. The United States has no idea how expensive that signature is. Now, there was one question. Do I have any warrants for my arrest? Somebody want to know? Well, maybe the sheriffs and the police departments can look to see if I have any warrants for my arrest, because I thought I didn't owe back child support. Is there any open cases? Because every time I look online, and I looked online today, yes, I didn't see my name on the docket anywhere in the United States. Now, I answered every question truthfully. Oh, I have no money. Yes. I am homeless. Yes. And then I called the hardwood floor this morning. Yes. I was informed that the new tenants had thrown away all of my stuff. And since I was sitting at the computer lab in the senior center, I got super fucking pissed off that I had emailed law enforcement, yes, that there was vandalism, burglary, trespassing, and you decided that instead of contacting me about exactly what